Oh, hey guys, didn't see you there. Thank you for hanging out with me today. This is Cage848, and welcome back to Vane. I've just been sitting here watching some Cage848 Vane videos on YouTube, but it's time to get up, stretch my legs, and get to record. We got some work to do around the base today. Before we work on the base, though, we are going to go over a couple things. Number one, there has been an update. Now, it's a pretty interesting update, a lot of bug fixes. They are trying to fix all the bugs they can before they do a next major update. Bug fixes are important, so that's really awesome. Not too much in there was affecting my game, except for this. MREs now last 50 years. Now, I don't think that's going to help me because I've already looted all the MREs, I think, in the world. If I put on loot respawn, I might be able to get some more. But yeah, that's really cool, man. MREs just went from, kind of useful to incredibly powerful. You can save them for up to 50 years. You're not playing the game through 50 years. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you have your settings a lot higher. I mean, I'm guessing you can make days go by quicker or whatever. I don't know. But in my game settings, there's no way I'm playing for 50 years in game. Not happening. So the MREs will basically be, forever. Another thing I noticed in the update notes. All right, check this out. Fixed bunker house, Lion Mountain double houses, power panel, not being wireable. Now, I don't care about it not being wireable because I don't know what houses they're talking about, but bunker house? There's a bunker house? Guys, can you tell me, have I been to the bunker house? I don't know, man. I want to know where the bunker house is because that sounds really cool. If there's like an actual bunker, like underground, oh man, imagine a house with a bunker below it. Oh, I know where I'd be building next season. So I got to look into that. It's probably a house I've been to, and I don't know why they would call it a bunker house though, because I mean, I don't think a basement would be considered a bunker, right? I've never seen anything that's like a bunker. I've only seen basements. So, all right, that is it for the updates. Let's go through some of the Uncaged comments here. Someone wanted to record the Matrix screen and play it on the computer monitor. That was a fantastic idea. Oh man, why isn't it playing? Oh God, it was playing before. Hold on. Select file. Play. I'm not sure why it stopped playing. That's what it looks like when it plays, by the way. I might get a different one. I'm not really sure. I kind of like this one, but I think in the Matrix, it didn't zoom in. Well, I guess at certain parts it did, but the Matrix, I don't think they usually zoom in on the falling text or numbers or whatever. So, yeah, that looks cool, though. Thank you for that. That was a really good idea. Someone wants me to get ID cards and put them on the requisition desk. That is a really good idea as well. You know what the problem is? I couldn't find any ID cards. I'll continue looking for them, but I couldn't find any. And here's the thing. I usually destroy ID cards, but I don't always destroy them. The fact that I don't have any ID cards is kind of weird. You know what I want to do with them? I want to put them up on the wall, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll put them on the wall. Maybe I'll put them on the desk. I'm not really sure. But, also don't put the guns facing you. That is a really, really good idea. People were really upset that I had these guns facing me when I put them down. So let's just have that one going. Why is it? Dude, it's like that's weird. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. And then we'll move this one. It's like it's not, when it's facing a certain way on the floor, it doesn't face the same up here. Put that one right there. And then we'll move this one over to the right because I like that spread out a little bit. Yeah, it automatically points it towards me. Trying to get you killed. There we go. How about that, guys? Is that better? All right. Hope that makes you guys happy. If you fill a bin... Oh, so I did not know this. All right. So if you fill a bin... Now, he's talking about the compost bins. With 100 pounds of wood scrap, you'll get 4 compost bags when unsealed. I didn't know about that. It's not really going to matter either because I already have them all set up. But yeah, for next time... next time I need compost, you could fill these up 100% and you'll get 4 bags instead of 1. I don't know why I didn't think that would work. I don't know. I'm not really sure why I didn't think that would work, but thank you for that. It's a great tip. Oh, what's next? Those archery chests would be a nice cap for the tool chest in the armory. That's a good idea. Let's go do that now. Let's go do that now. Where did I put them? Do I have 2 of them? Huh. You know what? I'm not sure where I put them. I know why. I got 1 of them. Yeah, I think I only have 1. Did I bring back 2 of the archery chests? I know where there's 1. I don't know where the other one is. I probably just ran by it like 3 times and people are gonna freak out. Sorry about that, but yeah, these archery chests. Good idea. Let's move the 1 in there and I'll grab another one when I'm out looting next time. All right, and put this right here. See, the only reason I don't like this is because it makes this like, this little walking area here a little bit less roomy. Yeah, you know what? I don't want to move these again. I kind of like where they are. I mean, there's room. I don't know. I'll leave it there for now. No, you know what? Why don't we just put it on the other side? And then if we get the other one, we could place that one here. I don't know where the... Is that the front? No, this is the front. I think. Find out in a second. No. Yes. I don't know, whatever. It kind of looks like the front. I'm going to leave it the way it is. Lock. Turn off the light. Okay, what's next? I made a list of stuff to talk about. All right, someone's talking about winter in Vane. Rain barrels freeze, but so do wells. In real life, wells rarely freeze because the below temperature is like 40 degrees, so that's weird. Yeah, it's probably a balance thing. You know, they want to be balanced. They want you to worry about water. But you can thaw water in tubs placed next to kerosene heaters. Okay, I thought you could, but I didn't know 100%. Or heated in the stove. Well, you can't put them in the stove, at least not the water tub. So the kerosene heaters will be all I'll need, though. Also, the collected snow in a muck tub can be cooked. Okay, so we can collect snow. Now, when people say collect snow, I was thinking, like, the snow falling, like, when it's snowing out. And I was like, how often is it going to be snowing out, though? That might not be... I think they mean picking up the snow off the ground. And if they do, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay for the winter. Also, I don't think... Speaking of winter, I don't think this river is going to freeze. Now, it could. Rivers tend not to freeze. So I would assume it's not going to freeze. But, you know, who knows? We'll just have to see. And I also need to know if the water in the water towers freeze. Again, I would imagine not. There's probably some way they keep them from freezing. Because if they froze, then nobody would have water in the winter. Even when, like, society was still running. So. Alright. If you're going to set down a gun, point the muzzle away from yourself. Got it. A lot of people told me about that. You can make some brackets and place them under the guns on the wall so that they don't look like they're floating. This was a really cool idea, but it doesn't work. And I'm not really sure if maybe I got to use a different kind of bracket. Why don't we just try the advanced metal bracket? I tried the regular metal brackets and it doesn't work, and I'll show you. Let me just, for the sake of, let's see. Brackets. Do I not have any heavy brackets? Reinforced metal brackets. That's a heavy bracket. No, reinforced metal brackets. All right, so I've already tried this with the regular metal brackets, but not the reinforced metal brackets. So let's see how this goes. I keep closing this freaking door when I keep wanting to go in there. I'm going to leave this open. I'm not going anywhere. All right. Nope, that's not what I want. That's what I want. So metal bracket. Place. See? Does not work. It doesn't matter how you spin it. At least I don't think so. I could not get this to place, no matter what I did. Let's try the reinforced metal brackets. I figured they would be the same. Yeah, can't place them. So if there's something I can place under the guns, let me know. I'd be happy to, but those brackets do not work unless I'm missing something. A camera would look cool in your armory. I like the way you're thinking. Also, you can add metal walls on the inside. Okay, so people want me to... Also, you can add metal walls on the inside of your armory. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I want to take down these walls and replace them with metal. But I'm going to be honest, it took a long time to line these up to my liking. And I don't like the fact of breaking them down to replace them with metal. I'll do it someday at some point, but I'm not going to do it on camera. Because it's going to be painful. I'm probably going to curse a lot and be annoyed. But yeah, you're right. These should have been metal walls for sure. Someone wants me to try using a garage door for overhead cover for the batteries. That's a really good idea. I will try that. Before we do anything, though, let's go ahead and grab some of these cameras. And we're going to set up a little bit of a camera system here. I'm going to put one camera on the inside of the armory and one on the outside, watching the outside door. Then I'm going to place a monitor right next to my bed, so when I'm going to sleep, I could just, easily see a monitor. This is different than I used to do it. How do I want to do this? I'm going to put this right here. Over here. Actually, I think it's good right... Well, I should also put it somewhere where it's going to see the windows. I think this corner would probably be best, but I think that light's going to be a problem. Yeah, you can't aim this thing. That's the problem. All right, this is what we're going to do. I'm just going to bring up a monitor right now. We're going to hook up, to the monitor and see how things look. And just kind of move things around and kind of figure it out. I need to get some more TVs as well. Although, these cameras outside just not very good. They seem like they're getting worse as time goes on, too. Look at how freaking, like, washed out that is. It's not because of the light, either. I could turn this light off, make it totally dark in here. It wouldn't matter. Trust me. Trust me on that. They go in and out, though. Like, sometimes they look really good, and sometimes they look like they look now. I'm not really sure, you know, what the deal is. But I hope they look into the cameras, because the cameras are an absolutely awesome idea, and I want them to work better. Because I'm kind of excited about, like, security cameras everywhere. Examine connection. And use controls, add camera. This might be too close to this light. I could probably leave that light off, but it's too dark in this corner. I really don't like it. Also, I don't like the way that's in the ceiling. But we'll see. I might not care. Go. Usually the red light turns on. I don't see any red light, but whatever. Turn on. Yep. Okay, hold on. Let's try out the light. Let's see what that looks like with the light off. Wow, it looks exactly the same with the light off. So yeah, man, these things are just like completely... Okay, so let's turn these lights off and see if that helps. I already know it's not going to, but just to satisfy my curiosity. Oh, it actually did help. It definitely helped. I'd like it to move to the right, though. Let's turn this back on. The red light's on, by the way. Oh, so yeah, the light doesn't really change it at all, so we can leave the light on. I want to aim the camera, but you can't. So I think what I'll do is I'll put it right here. Yeah, that might be better. I wish it would remember its connections, too. Because when you want to move stuff around to kind of find the perfect spot for it, it's kind of difficult. Alright, hold on. Controls, add camera. I'll bet you that's going to be pretty good right there. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, it still looks bad. And I can't see the windows. I would really like to see the windows. I gotta be honest, this thing is only facing one direction. I don't think it's possible to see the door and the windows at the same time. So I guess I'm just gonna have to be okay with the windows, without not seeing the windows. Maybe I can just move it over more. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Let's put it right in the middle. Alright, that looks pretty good. Yeah, until we can aim the cameras, they're going to be imperfect. And that's just the way it's going to be. And that's fine. That's fine. I can't even believe it's in the game. Like, it's such a cool idea, you know? Alright, I think that's about the best we're going to get. It really looks like shit. I'm not really sure why. It looks very, very pixelated. Is it because there's not enough light? It actually looks like it might be a little bit dark in there. Hold on. Let's move this over a little bit. See if we can make that a little bit better. So I'm thinking like right about here. It might actually help the light. I thought putting lights by the camera would hurt the camera. I'm thinking it makes it better. Let's see what it looks like now. Yeah. Well, it looks about the same actually. Okay. What I'm gonna do now is let's turn this off and see what that looks like. Yeah, it pretty much looks exactly the same. So we could leave the light on. Maybe I'll move it back into the corner. I don't know. If I do move it in a corner, I'll do it later. Let's set this up on my bed so I can at any time just like look at the camera. You know, just turn around and be like, okay, everything's cool. If I hear a bump in the night, I could just look at the camera and make sure no one's in my armory. I kind of like the idea of the cameras being in my room rather than that security area. Unless I hire someone to do security for me. Maybe in the multiplayer server. I could like hire like not Miser. Maybe not Boxer Mom. Pighammer? I don't know. Yeah, Pighammer seems like a security guy. I could just hire him to watch the security cameras. Let's see. This doesn't look good. It's not gonna work right. Alright, we need a bigger table. You know what? I have the perfect table right here that is being used. Should I just craft the table? Let me see what kind of tables I can craft. Yeah, none of these really work for me. I think this works perfect. We got to take this one. Poor plant's going to go on the floor. That's okay. You know what? I'll put it at the foot of my bed. Because I don't really see any other, like, good spots to put it. So I'm thinking, like, right here. Not a lot of room to walk by that, but, you know, why don't we put it to the left? No, I kind of like it where it is. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe I'll redo my room at some point. But for now, this will work. And then we just kind of move this around like this. That, right, like that. And then use controls, add a camera. Wait, is it already on the camera? Oh, that's weird. I thought it would have, like, lost the connection to the camera because it loses the connection to the wall socket. Interesting. Do I have a wall socket in here? Yep, right there. All right. So I could just be laying in bed. All right, when we go to bed, we have to start turning out the light. I think the game should make it so you can't fall asleep unless the light's off. Or maybe you just get a worse sleep. Like, you know, your sleep doesn't go as much. Yeah, so I could just sit here and sleep. And then as I'm sleeping, if I want to wake up and check the camera on the Armory, that's great. You know what? I might hook this up. I'm going to hook this up to the other. I'm going to hook this up to the other cameras. How do I do that again? Use controls. Yeah, let's hook this up to all our cameras. Dude, I really like this camera thing. All they have to do is make the picture better and work with it. And, man, it's pretty freaking amazing. Let me show you what I got going on here. So we have the Armory camera. We have the front gate camera. We have the outside gate road camera, and we have the upstairs hallway camera. So that's the Armory, right? That is the outside gate. You can see right there, now playing front gate. Now playing outside gate road. Now playing upstairs hallway. And that's the upstairs hallway right there. That's, let me show you where I put that one. Turn this back on. That one is right here. Dude, I really love these things, man. I really, really do. All right, let's build a door because I've been meaning to build a door on my. We gotta turn the lights back on. I have been meaning to build a door outside my bedroom for like a long time. I've not had a door in here for a very long time, and that's going to have to be a good door. So let's go ahead and make one of those. Again, I will probably put this kind of door in the Armory as well, just not today. All right, so we need. It's actually not that expensive. Scrap metal sheets, small scrap metal sheets. Sheets. Scrap metal sheets, small scrap metal sheets. And then bolts, right? Yep. Welder and a drill. Welder and a drill. Driver, drill. Just perfect. Just perfect. Oh, I love it. I gotta get some floodlights outside by the gate. It's weird though. It's daytime. How come I couldn't see the gate very well? That's what I'm saying. Like they gotta make the pictures better. Previous. So I could see down the street pretty well. But yeah, look at the gate. It looks like it's nighttime. And it's not because my light's on either, because that's exactly what it looked like earlier. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it is what it is. Let's just put this in here. Like so. And I will... Wait, what? Did I put that in backwards? So I keep trying to put this metal door in the proper way, and I cannot get it to face the way I want it to. Now, why does it matter? Well, the way the game is right now, it really doesn't matter, you know, practically. Nobody's in my game. I don't play multiplayer. There's no bandits or anything right now that's going to come in and take my stuff. This is strictly for role-playing purposes and immersion. The immersion factor is heavy in this game, and I like to play into it. So the fact that I can't put this door the right way is really, really bothering me quite a bit. Now, here's what I can do. The window, no matter what I do, I cannot get the window to be able to be openable from the inside only. It's always openable from the outside. Like if someone ran down the hallway right here, they could open my window, reach in, and unlock the door. Again, never going to happen, but I'm playing immersively. So the window door can't use it. But the solid door, I can use. So, I mean, do I really need a window and a door going into my room anyway? All right, so this is totally backwards, and it doesn't matter if I place it from the inside, the outside. I can't rotate it. Believe me, I tried off camera. It was, I couldn't get it to work the way I wanted it to. So I'll just use a solid door. Now, the thing is, the solid door, once I put the lock in, it's going to also open from the outside. But here's the thing, you can flip the locks, so that won't be a problem. Now, when am I going to use the passcode locks? I'm going to do an episode where it's all about putting locks on everything. And I'm going to use key codes and stuff. I'm going to use, I forget what it's called. I think it's called, I don't know the exact, code lock. Yeah, I'm going to make a bunch of these. It's going to be awesome. Oh, you need an enhanced lock for that? Oh, well, that's okay. I can make it enhanced. Oh, you need a standard lock for the enhanced lock. Oh, that's cool. Well, I can make these really easily. All right, cool. I already got some good locks, though. So we're going to take this one right here. We're going to take the tough lock. I think the tough lock is better than the enhanced lock, but I'm not really sure. You can't make the tough locks. You have to get them from tough locks out there. They're all over the place, though. Not that hard to get. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to look at the door. You're going to install the lock. You're going to go to tough lock. You're going to select that. Then if, like... Oh, really quickly, too. Whenever you make a lock, you automatically get a key. So... I don't want to place it. I want to label it. Bedroom. There we go. So that's the... Oh, it's got to be capital. That's right. Bedroom. There you go. I thought it didn't look right. Lowercase. That's what happens when I hit caps lock, by the way. I get this thing. I got to disable that. I keep saying I got to disable it, and I never do. Anyway, so right now, you can lock it. And if you don't have the key, I'm going to put the bedroom key on the ground. So now I don't have the key. Guess what? Someone comes up here and wants to do me harm. I'm sleeping. They can just unlock it. So that's not going to work for me. So what you do is you go right here and you do flip lock. And it's going to change it. And then I will be able to lock it no problem. So you need the key. And you lock it. And then you put down the key so you don't have it on you. And look. Oh, can't open it. I mean, you could pick lock it, but whatever. There's not much I can do about that. All right, so that's cool. Unlock. Open. And I feel secure in here. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, well, let's go ahead and turn off the light. Let's take a look at our stats and see what we got going on right now. Looks like we're hungry and thirsty. Let's see if we're dirty as well. We are drowsy. Yeah, let's eat first, and then we'll go to bed. Turn that off. These are just storage rooms at this point. I don't use these two rooms right now. They're too small to do anything real, like, good in them. So I use them as storage rooms. Now this one right here, I open the window from the inside, which is pretty cool. Oh man, I love this. I love the security cameras. Absolutely am in love with the security cameras. They are legit, and they are awesome. They're legit, and they certainly don't quit. Remove that. Oh, we're still peckish, huh? Okay. Eat one more. I don't want to start getting fat. This needs to be defrosted. Oh. Okay. Here's one. That. Satiated. Let's go ahead and get hydrated, and then we're going to go to sleep. I'm just sleeping for like 12 hours at this point, guys. The second that sun starts going down, I just go to sleep. Why would you do that? You could do so many things during the night, because I want to get to winter. You know? So if it's like starting to get dark and I want light, then I'm just going to go to sleep. And when we get up in the morning, we are going to bring the lockers up into the armory. I now have a cool spot for the lockers. Since I've been moving stuff around, this place is looking really good, by the way. All right, and sleep for 12 hours. All right, looking good. It's dark in there. It's okay. It should be. It's a bedroom. And let's also get rid of this stuff. Remove all pins. And it is now September 6th. September 6th. Okay, we're going to bring these upstairs. I want to... oh, I must have put stuff in there. I want to get stuff out of the courtyard down here and start making it look a little bit more presentable. I've got my work cut out for me, but I'm not doing it all in one episode. I'm going to do it, you know, here and there as we go along. And I have a great spot for these lockers now. Because I move that over here. I'm going to put the lockers right here. Can't tell. I think that's forward. All right. pretty good to me. Let's go down and get the rest. Am I going to put anything in the lockers? I don't know. Maybe eventually. Honestly, I don't have anything to put in them. Did I only bring back 3? I thought I brought back... Oh, no, 4. Okay, I was going to say, I thought I brought back at least 4. So let's get all these up here. Get these situated. And like so. It's pretty easy to tell the direction they got to face when you realize that they will be open in the direction they need to face. Can't get that any closer to the wall. It's good. I have to let stuff go. I have to. It's so difficult for me, man. You don't understand. Like, it's really hard for me not to have things be perfect. It drives me up a wall. And the funny thing is, if I'll let it go, like that door, the fact that I couldn't make a window in the doorway, it's like I'm already over it. But when I first figured it out, I was like so annoyed, you know? And when things don't line up properly, I'm like, well, you know, I'm not saying I want to like just put stuff willy-nilly and have it look like crap. But at the same time, they don't have to, like, look at that. That's not perfect. Let it go. It doesn't matter. You won't even notice it. You'll forget about it by next episode and it'll never come up again. So, unless people tell me in the comment section. Don't tell me in the comment section, guys. Don't be mean. Let's not be mean. Yeah. I just gotta not let it get to me. Okay. And, yeah, see, that looks great. That looks great. What's wrong with that? Nothing. Not a damn thing. I'm going to stop locking that because I keep locking it. Well, it takes a second, so who cares, but... Oh, the garage thing. That's right. Let's try the garage thing. That was something else I wanted to do. All right. A few things at a time, guys. I'm not going to move everything up there at once because I don't want to. But if you can just do a few, it's like cleaning your like kitchen. You do a few things like while your food is cooking. You just pick up a couple things here and there, and over the span of a week, your kitchen is now clean. You know, in real life. Okay, so let's go ahead. And do you want to make a wooden one? Yeah, let's make a wooden one. I think it'll look better, and it'll be cheaper. Alright, reinforced wooden planks and reinforced wooden rods. Rods and planks. Probably also need to make some walls. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. It's weird you can't make windowed walls. We're gonna need more screws. Let's get some more. There we go. Alright, save the game. In case we, you know, horribly screw up. And I want the batteries to be inside a little... that's not going to work over here. Maybe put the battery thing over here? Nah. I kind of want the batteries over here, but it's not going to look right because the wall is going to be kind of to the side. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to build it on this side. And the whole idea is when the garage door is up, it'll make a roof. That's kind of how I'm hoping it will work. We'll just have to see about that. Alright, so you go right. Yeah, that's no good. That's no good. You go right there. Wrong side. Alright, that's okay. Not a big deal. Right there. That should be the inside. That's no good. That's no good. Yes. No, it's on an angle. Son of a biscuits. I thought it looked a little off, but I wasn't sure. The thing is, it sucks about this. You have to wait for the debris to go away, which is really irritating. I guess, you know, what are you going to do? You know what? Let's make this too wide. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Alright, so that's just like... That's no good. So that's got to be good. Mother fudging fudge you! Always on the wrong side. Now I have to sit around and wait for the debris to go. Okay, anyway, I'm going to put a wall right here, and then I'm going to put a wall right here, and I'll come back when it's done properly. Okay, so this is what I got, and it's set up pretty nicely. The problem is, garage doors don't snap into place. Like, that's kind of weird, isn't it? I mean, I do have a way around this, but I don't know how well it's going to work. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to put a fence, or we're going to put a wall right here. Right, like this. And then I'm going to put this on a 90-degree angle. I got to make sure it's a 90-degree angle. It doesn't look right. You know what? Let's just build 2 of them. just in case. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to build one right there. And I'm going to build one right here. All right, so that's exactly the way I want to set this up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to destroy this one, and I'm going to put a garage door in here. I got to wait for that to go away, but I'm going to put in a garage door here. And the whole idea is I'm going to leave the garage doors open, and they're going to make a roof. The problem is if they don't snap into place, it's just, you know, again, stuff's not going to line up 100%, and I'm just going to have to, like, let it go as best I can. I don't know how easy it's going to be for me. I am going to put on God mode. And the reason I put on God mode, in case you're not watching all the episodes, is because that'll allow me to put stuff inside of other things without, like, you know, one item will get in the way of the other and I won't be able to place it down. And then what I'll do is I'll put both of them in here. I'll put the first one in. I'll break this up. I'm just using this to line the other one up. I'll put one right here. I'll put one right here. They should make a pretty decent roof. And we'll just take it from there. And then I'm going to put all the batteries in there and also the gasoline. And I think that is going to be pretty good. If we just make roofs, that would just make everything easier. But, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. The developer, I have faith in the developers. All right, so we need to line this up as best we can. So it's got to be something like this. That looks pretty good. All right, let's go for it. And then, oh, of course it goes down the wrong way. Because why wouldn't it? How expensive are the garage doors? I don't have to. I was wondering if I should reload, but it's fine. So I think we need to put this down from the inside. And hopefully this works. And it's going to make things a lot harder to put down from the inside. But I think I can still do it and line it. It's not going to line up perfect. And I need to be okay with that. And I'm not really okay with it, but I'm going to have to make myself okay with it. Oh, okay, good. So it did go the right way that time. And there you go. We now have a roof. It's not perfect, but it's, you know, it's the best we can do. Now I just have to do the same thing again, and then I'll have a little, I guess you could call this a shed. Okay, I could not get this to work double wide. What would happen was, if I put one garage door down, and then I put another one down, they'd be touching, and the original one would get destroyed. Now, I could have them not touching, but then there's going to be a gap, and that's going to kind of mess up the whole idea of there being a roof. So I decided to just go with one garage door. I also built it out a little bit. I didn't line it up exactly right next to this stuff. I kind of brought it out to about here, and it works perfectly. Look at how perfect that is. Look at that. I mean, that's accidentally perfect. Like, it's more perfect than I had any right, you know, making it. I do want to put a light in there. I don't know if I can put a light in there, though. We'll have to see. Probably not. I can't imagine you could put a light on top of a garage door, but I'm never going to be, like, closing it, so maybe you can. Okay, so you can. All right, let's make it like that. Actually, that. And then we'll just kind of line this up as best we can. Now we should do it from the inside. So right about there. And then examine connections. I don't know what's going to happen if that garage door gets closed right now, and I'm not going to find out because I'm going to leave it open permanently. It's not a garage door, it's a roof. I kind of wish I could lock it. I might be able to. Let me see if I can. I'll save the game just in case I, you know, mess something up really bad. Let's see. Let me lock this. Oh, and you can lock it. Well, it says flip lock, so I guess you can only lock it from the up the top. What we'll do is we'll just flip the lock, and I'll lock it, and then I won't, like, accidentally open it. Rotate. I still don't see an option to lock it, though. Knock, destroy, remove lock. That's kind of weird. All right, let's just climb up top. See if we can lock it from the top. If I can climb up there. Yeah, see, I don't see an option to lock it from there either. Look. Flip, lock, knock, destroy. I'm not sure to lock this thing. Okay. I don't know. I guess I'll just leave it the way it is and hope for the best. All right, let's go ahead and move. If you can figure out a way for me to lock that, let me know. I would love to be able to lock it. I don't know if we're going to have room for the gasoline in here. Yeah, we will. We will. I'll make room. All right, so you, my friend, will be right about there. Okay. Do I have any batteries on me? I do not. Okay. I removed all the batteries, put them in these chests right here. We're going to move this one in there, then we're going to move the gasoline. You could probably do the gasoline outside. I don't know. I like the idea of it being in an enclosed area. Maybe you don't want the sun beating down on the container the whole time. I don't know. That looks really good to me. Damn, this is a nice little shed we got going on here. Heck yeah. So I can carry 4 of these at a time. You know what? I'll fill those up off camera. I'm gonna make you guys sit through that. Go. And then we will grab the gas barrels and we'll be, yeah, man. It's freaking cool. This came out really nice. I didn't even plan on doing this today. I was like, kind of like halfway through the episode. And I was like, well, we got to build something else. What do we want to build? And I looked at my little list of notes of things I would like to build. And came up with this little idea. And I think I'm really glad I built it. It came out really nice. People have been telling me about the garage, you know, using the garage as a roof for a long time. I'm going to be honest, like, I never wanted to do it because of my, I don't know, I've never been diagnosed with OCD. People say it's OCD. I don't know what it is, but I do have a problem when things don't line up properly. It really bothers me. And the thing is, if I could just learn to ignore it, it's not something I can't control. I could learn to ignore it. I just have to be mentally disciplined, you know? All right. Stack that one right there. Oh, that looks gnarly. I love it. All right, next thing we're going to do is we are going to pick our crops, and I think this is going to give me all the food I'm going to need for the winter. I probably don't have to continue farming, but I'm going to. But I am going to switch my farming focus from pumpkins to onions and I think it's carrots. I don't remember what else you need for stir fry. I'm pretty sure it's onion and carrots, but I could be wrong. Yeah, and I'm gonna kind of shift my focus to that. We're already good for the winter, but I don't want to like stop farming. Well, I will start. See, here's the thing. People are like, oh, you could farm inside during the winter. I think I mentioned this. It even might have been this video. It's been a long video, so if I mention this again, I'm sorry. I'm getting old and forgetting stuff. But I do think it's important that you understand the way I like to play. I think I talked about this last episode. The way I like to play is I like to farm, and then you don't farm during the winter, because I feel like that's the way it was back in the day, you know? I mean, if I had a greenhouse, maybe it would be different, but I like the idea of farming, stocking up, and then not farming during the winter. I think that's a really fun way to play the game, and that's the way I like to play the game. So I need to know what I need for the stir fry before I can cook anything else. So that's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. And if I get desperate and I really need to farm during the winter, I will. But the way I look at it, honestly, is if I have to farm during the winter, I failed. Because I should really get enough food for the entire winter. Also, we got to see if this stuff's frozen. Because I was having problems with stuff not being frozen the other day. Frozen. Alright, looks like we're okay now on frozen stuff. This thing is completely full. Couldn't fit anything else in there if I wanted to. I think I've been putting... Actually, where was I putting the extra pumpkin? I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't know. I should probably find out. I know I had extra pumpkins. I just don't know where I put them. I don't know. Maybe I cooked them? You know what? I think I cooked them, now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, so you know what? We'll put it with the corn. I don't have anything that I make with corn. So, that and that. Okay, and then what do we need for the stir fry? Because that's what I'm going to plant. I'm in God mode, that's right. Son of a biscuits. Remember I went into God mode to place stuff down? There you go. It didn't give me any kind of advantage, so that's fine. But, stir fry. Onions and carrots. Okay, it was onions and carrots. I'm not going to do both. What I'll do is I'll just do onions one growth cycle, and then I'll do carrots the next. And then I might stop farming. At some point, I do want to stop farming for like a little while. But especially onions and carrots, they're kind of annoying. Carrot seeds. We'll do carrots first. They're kind of annoying to plant because they're small. You know, both of them. And actually, they're not annoying to plant. You could just, boom, like just spam the button. You'll be good to go. As a matter of fact, I could use my macro. There you go. And I'm not even pressing the button right now. I just got my macro on. They're pretty easy to plant, but they're annoying to harvest because they're small. They're hard to not hard to find, but it does take like a second to find them. And when you're when you're harvesting this many, 1 second feels like an eternity. So yeah, I don't like planting the small stuff. Just another reason pumpkins are the best food in the game. But because I'm trying to immerse myself and I need to go hunting too. I need to get some meat. That's what I really need to do. Yeah, we gotta do a hunting episode. Well, probably won't be a whole hunting episode, but maybe I'll do some hunting soon. I don't know when. I'll probably do it next episode after next. And you turn that on, and you turn that on. Oh, that's another thing. It's gonna be hard to water crops during the winter if the wells freeze. Okay. Well, good thing I'm not gonna be farming during the winter. All right, guys, I am gonna call this one here. If you let's try that again. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call this one here. If you end up enjoying the video, please remember to uncage that like button. Also, if you're new here, please subscribe for more daily videos. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. And until then, take it easy. Why can't I sit on this thing? Aw. I mean, at least I can sit on this thing. I'm just going to enjoy the weather here, guys. I'll see you next time.